Hey guys, LT Fodder here. I know it's been a while, but New Year and all that shenanigans, I'm gonna try to be doing more videos and stuff. And with that, the first video on the LT Fodder channel will be a, how do I say, how should I say it? Catch-up video on some of the stuff that I have done, achieved, and gotten for the car game. Now, the biggest part of the car game, I'm gonna hope, will be will hopefully be the multiplayer side of it. However, as of now, it doesn't do anything. It kind of leads to nothing at the moment. I don't really have a menu on that one yet. Quit works as quit. Now, in the solo play, we'll get to actually see some of the gameplay that I have so far achieved. There's game sound for engine, which is really loud. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't have a volume system for the game yet. We've got AI cars that can drive around, race around, do shenanigans. You've got full steering. You got blinkers that can work on both. We got full hazard lights. We've got full front lights with high beams. We do have brake lights and reverse. And we've even got effects for the effects for the exhaust. Now the cars themselves do have some damage physics. It's a little goofy at the moment because I haven't fully rigged up the way the suspension and that should work. This is just a little playground area that I made up. As you can see on some of the skylines, they're a little dead. They've got some damage on them. You can turn your cars on and off, by the way. Huh. High beams are weird, but yeah, you can turn your cars on and off. Now let's see if we can... Yeah, they're a little... Yeah, and when you roll over, it also automatically flips you over, which is fairly decent. The damage is very one time at the moment. So once you've damaged a spot, it'll only damage so far, and then it'll stop damaging. So if I hit it again, see a little bit more damage, and it's a deformation style damage. I don't have much in terms of disabling the car. I can turn down the damage when I feel like it, but at the moment I think this is okay. But as you can see now, the damage has kind of stopped on that one side, and the other side's still fine. Uh, there's full handbrake control, and within the car controller itself, let me just show you. So crashes do work on the AI. So let's just go over here. It's got wind effects, which I don't actually think you can hear with how quiet I've turned down the game sound. So hang on. There you go. There's wind sounds within the game as well, which is amazing. And with the power that this controller gives me, it also came with a drift setting, a semi-arcade setting, a race setting, and a fun setting, and then the simulation setting. I believe what I've currently got on is the semi-arcade, which allows for more funny movements and, janky physics. The fun means cars will control a lot easier, or control really, really, really well. They don't tend to spin out or turn around or anything, but they tend to just be able to do what you want them to do and how you want to do it, and you can just have fun. Drifting is, well, as it says, drifting. The drifting mechanics work fairly well. It doesn't work like how the old one worked, where it kind of worked like a forklift. The next video I'll put out will show more of the drift setting. Um, at the moment, there is a option for speed soon, but I'm gonna have to find a color that works well for it and organize that and put that, in a better spot than that corner there. This here is one of the models that I have actually bought to be able to use. I've just got to figure out whether I want to pull the models apart so we can have the deformation a little better and give more customizability, or and for full colors, and allows me to make the lights a little bit more of a glass, like transparent kind of color, and make it a little bit less matte and turn it more shiny. Now with the AI, as you can see them they're doing their little runs around around there. AI works on a waypoint system, so it just goes point to point. It doesn't go, the fastest way point to point. It just goes point to point, which means when it comes to AI racing, the AI will not be as challenging as the player will for a little while until I fine tune them. As you can see, sometimes they go past the waypoint because I don't have their waypoint collision too big. Otherwise, they just sit there and spin in circles. The at the moment, the damage, as I said before, is actually fully around the entire model of the entire mesh, except for some spots where in the back there it doesn't kind of mesh along with the wing. It kind of flattens off near the top of the wing, and just where the back window it just is like, a little bit above that instead of full with the mesh. Though most of the damage that will be done to the vehicles are mesh based, again, except for some spots like the windows. Anytime your car gets flipped over, it'll automatically right, but it won't heal. I have to get a button to have it heal. There will be an in-game recording system for you to be able to do your own recordings for your own jumps and your own shenanigans like that. What else is there to say? The AI actually have a chase mode, so they will chase the player if needed. The camera actually works fairly well. The pause the pause menu works, completely cuts out sound. If I turn up the game sound, you should be able to tell. Yeah, the engines of the cars are going off, then as soon as I hit the pause button, complete silence. The coming soon will be an options tab to uh, turn down sound, different graphic settings when I get to that point. Um, if you want to change between keyboard controls, gamepad controls, wheel and pedal controls. The menu actually works as a menu. However, at the moment, going back into this kind of balks it a little. You kind of got to do this a couple times for it to actually work. There we go, and it ticks through, and then when it ticks through, it'll work. Um, these little damage things actually work and do damage to the top section of the vehicle. The damage is a little weird where it kind of cuts up the mesh. I will change some values to fix that. There is crash sounds. If I go through this here, damage it'll actually damage the mesh a fair bit, as you can tell, so you can actually see how the damage works. There is an option for the wheels to come off. I currently have that turned off as I need to split the model up anyway to have the wheels be proper separate, because the asset itself, the wheels and model are the same, are in the same uh, box per se. They're in the same object. So they're not actually technically separate until the Unity system actually pulls it apart enough to get the wheels to be wheels and do their own stuff. Um, yeah, uh, with that, I'm going to be working on the game more, trying to get some stuff sorted. Uh, for those of you who do watch and who actually are interested in me getting this game finished, I do want your opinion on what I should work on next. Should I work on the multiplayer system first and just let everyone deal with the Magenta Supreme, as it's called in the asset store at the moment? I'm still thinking of names because I don't have manufacturer permission to actually use proper names. So I might go with the asset packs names for now until I come up with some of my own. But yeah, so should I work on a multiplayer system? and get that sorted? Should I work on the cars and get car customization and stuff sorted so we can actually tell people apart for when I get the multiplayer set up? Should I work on tracks so I get a track sorted and a good looking area sorted instead of this little playgroundy thing that I built? Pick pick one of them. Tell me what you feel would be a good idea. Um, and those of you who know anything to do with modeling or coding, should I pull the models apart for all of the cars, all 12 of the cars that I've got access to? Or should I just stick with what I've got and rig up 72 different cars because each of the 12 cars have 6 different colors and they all come in their own asset and model. And I don't know how editing the material works because the lights are actually on the same material band as the rest of the cars, so it's a little bit finicky. Um, yeah. Now, I don't have a heal button set up yet, but I inevitably will. No, yeah, there's also different cameras like the cinematic camera. Cinematic, Kachow, and whatnot. There's also the, I believe this one's the orbit camera. Hang on. Yeah, this is just the front camera. Then you've got the weird isometric 2D camera, which is gonna make for some fun shots. Like, look how odd this looks as I drive around this. Like, you can't tell where anything is until you hit it potentially. So there's the ball, there's one of them. I want to turn about here. Nope, too early. Play the game like GTA kind of thing, where it's still a 3D game, so you can still go through things. Jumps actually do jump stuff. But yeah, then you can go back into the normal camera. Yeah, one of the things that I find the best is even the AI actually, if you crash into the AI actually try to stop for you, I believe. Yeah, I've set it up so the AI try to avoid the player, so they don't actually aim to crash like most games have it, which is kind of cool. Well, with that and the shenanigans sorted, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, the first video of LT Fodder in 2023, and keep an eye out because I do plan on posting more, and I'll have some more of these games of my game being posted, as well as games I um, play with friends on the Fodder's Fools channel, which is created by myself and some of my close friends, and those of us who will call ourselves the Fodder's Fools will be myself, my mate Bullflame, Expendy Boy, and Private Fodder. Though there will also be, I don't know whether we're going to make it a separate account or we're going to keep it all in the same branch. There will also be Fodder's Family, who will be all of us plus anyone else on our Discord that joins in. And in Fodder's Fools, there's also going to be a minor one called Fodder's Fuck Ups, where it's just, or Fodder's Fuckers, where it's just me, Bullflame, and Private Fodder doing the stupidest, most randomest things. Damn, that car came out of nowhere. Doing the stupidest, most randomest things in any of the games we find. Some of those videos will be posted here, but most of them will be posted on the Foddersfills channel. Alright, so see you in the next one, and be safe, don't do anything stupid, look after yourselves, have fun.